Welcome to my guide on Housing of the Parliament quest. This requires 54 necromancy and 66 fishing if you are an iron or hardcore player. As for the items needed, you will need 2 buckets of water, 1 king worm, 1 beetle bites, 2 snail meat, 1 ghostly soul, and 1 brown apron. In the background right now, I'm showing how to both get the king worm, which is on the left side, and on the right side, how to get 2 types of snail meat, which is pretty much just south of the Canopus lodestone, in which case you want to kill snails. Back to the left side, we'll be going to the Grand Exchange, heading towards the Gnome Stronghold, and we'll be going to the northwest into the swamp area to get the King Worm. To start the quest, players will need to go to the city of and be in the absolute northeastern corner, and you will want to change your camera angle as it is a little bit funny. Then go through a bit of dialogue with Darwin, and you should get this window pop up to accept the quest. Keep in mind, I did not show how to get the Beetle Bites just yet, but that is because it is along the way. So, once you go through a bit of the dialogue, Darwin will say that Rashka, when he was summoned, he scared all of the owls that he was holding capture, and they flew out from him. So, they kind of scattered throughout the whole city, in which case players will need to find 14 of them. But first, we'll need a way to entice them to come back and visit, because you know what? They probably ran away because they were hungry, in which case, again, max zoom in, and you want to click on this broomstick and collect all 3 options. A little fun fact about the empty bucket, you're actually able to continuously do this as there is no limit, but the buckets are 3 coins, so it's completely worthless. And then once you do the step, sweep the spider web. Right here, you'll want to clean up the dirt, which uses 1 of your bucket of water. And then right here, this is what uses a bucket of water, my bad. Then we want to speak to Darwin again. Right, okay, so the house is a little bit cleaned up. He's like, okay, so now we want to build the food troughs. And again, change your camera angle and we'll be clicking on this toolbox. Click it 6 times so that you get 6 nails. Afterwards, build the trough. And then outside of the building, there is another trough. This building is probably the most weirdest, awkwardest place ever because it's in a weird slant. It's not really like a proper rectangle, it's like a rhombus, in which case it does mess up recording it. As you see, like you're just staring at a little building wall. So use the bucket on the trough and you'll fill it. Speak to Darwin again. Now this time we'll be needing food, in which case we'll be speaking to the owl. He's like, well, I'm not really sure. Owls are pretty particular. In which case he's like, I don't know what exactly we would eat. So make your way to the Yanil Lodestone. But I am examining 3 Owl of Dummy books, which I did find a little bit interesting. So there's no reason to examine them. It's just nice. But anyway, back to teleporting to the Yanil Lodestone. You can also teleport to the Taverley Lodestone as well. Once here, at Yanil, we'll be going east to the pet shop. I know people in the comments will say I should get quick teleports, but I like to do it because there's a certain scenarios that it's not really realistic if you're an iron player as you use them a ton. But anyway, speak to the pet store owner and she'll say, maybe you'll have to give them some type of meat, a fish, but right click her and you will want to buy the Beetle Bites. These cost a whopping 10 or 20 coins, so you only need 1. For whatever reason, I bought 2. And now we make our way back to Darwin. So if you do have the City of teleport lodestone or the Smithy book, you can right click and go to Smithy. Then of course make your way back to the northeast area. Once back, speak to Darwin, in which case we will be giving a little bit of a sampling to the nearby owl, so he'll taste test and see, which one will be good. The very first one, you just again want to speak to the ghost, and he'll just go through the whole dialogue. In which case they'll be saying, the king worms, just because they have the word king, is pretty good, but they're a little bit too small and they're easy to choke on. So he's like, nope, that's not good. The next one we did was the ghostly soul, in which case he's like, too close to home. I mean, we have this all the time. I want something really good. Then we give him the Beetle Bites, and he's like, whoa, now this is too crunchy. He's like, nope. The very final item will be the snails, in which case he's like, they have a little crunchy taste because of the shell, but they're also kind of juicy and stuff because of the mucus of around it. He's like, this would be perfect, but we want a little bit of a little sweet crunchiness to it. So he's like, okay, he'll send us to get some hourglass. So teleport to the city of From here, your camera angle will change. So click on the compass and we'll be going to the northeast. Go to the second building to the east. And this is going to be actually very hard to click on, but you want to click on these stairs. So if you want, you can max zoom in because I had a little bit of an issue. As you see, I'm spam clicking, but the stair was nowhere in sight. But anyway, once you're finally up, you want to click on the hourglass. From here, you'll get the hourglass and break it from your inventory. We will be using the little sprinkles or salt on the snails and we'll make our way back to Darwin, in which case we will be able to feed the food trough. This will pretty much attract 14 additional owls within the area. That does complete the quest. But there is a little bit of some after quest rewards, which is pretty good. And then, of course, the very important one is that we'll be getting a Moonstone gem from completing this quest. So, add the food to the trough, speak to Deryn. With that, the quest has been completed. We get 20,000 necromancy experience lamp, 1 uncut moonstone, and if you're a non-iron, you'll get 2 treasure hunter keys. So, just claim the rewards. And from that earlier, at the way beginning, when I said to buy the brown apron, you want to actually go to customization and disable whatever override you had on your plate body. For whatever reason, this is going to be one of the few instances where overrides will not work. Now we'll be heading to the Ghost Master Fletcher crafter guy. So from right here, speak to him. Hit option 1 to talk about the Moonstone. Which case he will, I believe, do little references from Desert Treasure, which case there's a blood and a smoke diamond. But he says Moonstone, so I'm not sure if that's like a little teaser. We might be getting additional Moonstones in the future, which could help for some other gathering skills. And voila, you have now unlocked the ability to do it. And then, of course, just cut your Moonstone for another achievement. Thank you all so much for watching this and enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or comment down below any video suggestions or questions you have, and I will try to answer them. And enjoy the rest of your day.